Well, hi, hey, howdy, welcome on in. It's me, Pilfin, the chimeric freaking biological test tube accident. Here for one more run with Metroid Prime 3. Nunchuck is required in order to watch the stream. If you do not have a nunchuck, make sure to pull it out of your old garage in the oldest tub that you have and just start digging for that weird off yellow color that comes with an aged white plastic. But last time, beat the pirate homeworld. We're about to go back because there's more energy still there, and pretty sure that's just where our next progression is at. Hopefully my internet stays up today. That's just, you know, the constant fear that I'm going to have. Unknown solar system. Afar, Alicia, Brio. Was it unknown? Yeah, okay. Transit station landing. Ah, oh, transit. How I adore thee. Let's see. What all was I doing? I realized a few minutes before, or sorry, not a few minutes, like 30 minutes before stream that I'm hungry. And I hadn't eaten anything. So I started boiling some Vite ramen noodles. However, I only took like 2 bites out of it. Then set it aside. So now it's just there, out of the corner of my eye, mocking me, knowing that it's going to be cold, soggy, and gross by the time I finish the stream. Oh. All right. Where exactly am I going? Pretty much forward. All right, you got it. I know where I'm going. Oh, hey, look, the Galactic Federation is actually like making us a show here. Board the Leviathan battleship. All right. Oh. Oh, right. I thought I could just fly in there on my boat. Turns out that is not the case. Time to go up. Pretty sure 3rd floor is where I'm going. There's some more extra stuff on the 2nd floor, I think. Actually, let me just... Okay, 2nd floor is probably the better shot, now that I have observed the map. Dinner. No. Did anybody ever actually like use the mouse trails appearance option way back when? You know, in the older versions of Windows, or probably even in Windows 10, but I know that at least like in Windows 7 or Windows XP, possibly Vista, there was the option that you could have on your mouse appearance where it would leave a trail of mice. Or a trail of your mouse cursors. And I'm curious if anybody ever actually did that. Wow. That took just long enough for me to become corrupted and not be able to cancel it. Okay. I could not imagine having like a whole mess of mice on my screen. once more very thankful to the creators of the Prime Hack mod, for it has allowed me to play Metroid Prime 3, and I otherwise would never have been able to do so. Also, last night and before the stream, I was playing a few 3DS games. One of them was Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Explorer, and I just booted that up to see what it was like, and it's another Monster Hunter style game, but it does stuff differently enough. I'll probably stream that at some point. You know, right after do some of this. Energy shields online and blocking access to the portal, powered by a nearby source. Powered by a nearby source? What source? I see. Ah, here we go. Time to give it the suck. Give me my energy. Give me that stupid energy. Alright, time to launch myself into a Leviathan. Oh, I thought that was a morph ball or morph ball icon. Whoops. Whoopsie. Oh, we're turning this shit into a biological boat. Let's go.
Samus, it seems command codes are needed to gain control of the Leviathan.
Ah.
We have detected that the abandoned ship Valhalla has not been fully explored.
Ah.
It is possible that it still holds the answer to return to the Valhalla.
Ah, you got it. I understand. Now I know why the energy cells are needed. Okay. Ow, my eyes. Alright, it's time to go to our logbook. There's one here in the pirate home world. Where is it at? Connected to Quarry Personnel Access Station. I think the quarry is pretty nearby. The quarry is pretty close. Pretty close to a landing ship. Landing zone? Landing zone. I was debating on whether or not to have I Divine Cybermancy as a stream game or as a game that I record stuff. As a recorded Let's Play. I think I might do both. I have played enough I Divine Cybermancy to know that I would love to play it at least like 2 or 3 more times. Alright, time to find any point on the map that says quarry. Command, defense, and vault. Landing site, Bravo. To mining site. All right. All right, you got it. Now I know that I did not access the part of the map that this mining site train will take me. However, I have full confidence that the mining site area will have a place that has the quarry. Because if a quarry is not at a mining site, then where the hell is it? I kind of like the laser beam noise. Kind of like the pshoo, pshoo, pshoo. Actually, what day is it? Okay, it's Thursday, the 29th of February. I actually thought for the longest time that February had 24 days. Why? Don't ask. I couldn't tell you. I have never been good with time. I just simply haven't. Time is a mystery to me. A human fabrication. Phazon quarry. You know, a Phazon quarry sounds like as good a place as any to hide an energy cell. Let's go. It's right here. I don't need to look at the map. Oh, right. They require the use of Phazon. Trying to carefully mediate the amount of Phazon that I have. You know, corruption region is actually pretty nice. You know, right up until you get command grabbed by the purple girl, and then you can't really do anything about it because Prime Hack did not have a shake Wiimote command. Or maybe it does, and I'm simply just unobservant, and I have not looked at any of the command arguments. Command arguments? What? Somebody said like Python on Twitter, and I saw it and I was like, oh, hey, cool, a Python script. And now it's like, okay, everything's programming. Structure identified. Half pipe. I want to do a bunch of Hot Wheels streams. Oh, hang on. That looked suspiciously like something that I want. Okay, so how do I get there? How do I get in the green door? Sorry about that. Yep, there it is. There's our energy cell. All right. So, goal. New win condition. Get through green door. How do we get through green door? Landing site Charlie. You got it. Or I can go through there. I did not think that I could just simply go through there because I saw that the map was very segmented. Like, oh, well, okay. I just forgot that Skytown existed for a moment, I guess. Hiccups, sorry. I ain't gotta bother with you. I didn't get very far into Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Explorers or whatever. I just mostly wanted to see if it worked and see how it worked. But I did get to like the third mission in Metroid Prime Federation Force. And that game seems sick. It seems like the great kind of fun that I would have loved to have had as a wee lad who may have had friends who also had access to a 3DS and a video game. That will always make me really sad. Just like remembering handheld consoles outside of, well, the handheld console experience outside of Japan. Or, you know, any other place that has really bad public infrastructure. Yeah, it was going through here. Got it. Do I have the ability to go through there? Okay, yeah, I can just go around. That's right. Come on, open. Open. There we go. Alright, and I got my free energy cell. It's free. Nobody can stop me. Just take it. So nah. Never mind, I didn't see anything. However, my dog has been very adamant about me letting him in so that I can let him back out. He has been a very goofy, silly boy today. He is nearly 14 years old now. I think that's the math. 14 or 15-year-old boy. All right, there we go. Through this door. Okay. Then next we go to Skytown. What was that game? What was that game? What was that game? What was the name of it? It's Final Fantasy. It entered my brain. Final Fantasy Explorers. That's what it's called. I don't think it's a Crystal Chronicles game. But whenever I was looking for other Crystal Chronicles that wasn't just like the first game nor the remaster. Remake? I don't know. That remake fucking sucks though. That remake is garbage. I found Final Fantasy Explorers while I was searching for other Crystal Chronicles games. And you know how in the D&D movie that came out way long ago, not the most recent one, not the live action one, but there was a D&D movie that came out that was a animated like 90s movie. The very first dude that they fought was literally Tiamat. It's like the party gathered together and they got to do stuff, and they're out on their first quest, and then Tiamat comes out of a fucking cave. Now, what does that have to do with Final Fantasy Explorers? Well, you're a low-level adventurer. You're just starting out. You just gone through adventurer school. Because you know it's a Japanese game, you need to have a license and certification in order to get your license and certification in a fantasy game about going out and exploring. Do you have your license and certification to explore, sir? If you don't, then you'll be arrested by, I don't know, fucking this world's god or whatever. But you get that permit, and then you're a very low-level mob, and you go out and you gotta find a dragon to kill. That's your fourth quest. Go out, find a red dragon, kill it. It's pretty funny. So I'll stream that at some point. Connect to storage facility cooling system. All right, so we're looking for storage. Oh man, these little rooms are going to give me a headache. Either that or PTSD. Because I'm thinking like, top, front, right, perspective drawings. I did so many of these. Gearworks, observatory lift, shows observatory, maintenance. Concourse, piston hall. Transit, Xeno research. Okay, that's all the Metroids. Looking for storage. Okay, so not there. Security station. Landing site, security tube, escape pod. Oh, okay. I can just return to that at any point, I suppose. I can return to the hell pod. Just pan over, do it. Steambot Chronicles. Maintenance shaft, spire dock. Ballista storage? Ballista storage could be it. So I'm flying over to ballista storage. Hand her over. Oh, my chair is actively hurting my ass. Like, I have worn through all the cushion. There is no more cushion to be pushing down. It is now my ass on like the bare cardboard that this chair is made out of. Got my ear against the wall. Almost quite literally trying to listen for an upgrade. Because sometimes, I don't know why, but sometimes I swear I hear an upgrade noise. And I think that is just like a part of the song in combination with ambient sound in the area. But you know, constantly thinking. The only reason I might not be streaming Federation Force is because it has necessary gyro controls. Like, you need to use the gyro controls in the game, and while I can set that up, and while I have done it and I have made it work, if my controller ever at all decides to unplug itself for whatever fucking reason, the answer being, well, the reason because it's an old PlayStation 4 controller and it is connected by a single connector, and the wire is dying. Not dying, but like the port is a port. It is a port of all time. Okay, so I am going this way. Got it. It seems like a fun, goofy game. Well, it kind of is a fun, goofy game. But it would be very difficult to continuously stream it, because I had one issue with it. Well, the issue happened one time and I could no longer like play the game for the rest of the day. Even though I wanted to continue playing, I just could not. The game did not allow me to continue playing it because of issues. It is. Why, yes, I do believe it is, in fact, a spider ball track. But it's, you know, only going to reward me with missile expansion. And I don't care. I like how they have arrows pointing towards the next area. Wonder how the Chozo like normally got around. Like if they had access to the screw attack, right? And I would guess that there was their it was part of their military, or as part of their combat prowess. They would have these powered suits like Samus does, and like the warrior dad in Dread. All right, I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Something's telling me that I could have had a very, very closer landing spot somewhere else. You know, I have a feeling that that's going to break. Dun, 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 dun. It's about to... Here, where are you going to shoot me? The other side? Good. Good. All right. Skytown, a big place. Oh, hey, look at that. What do you do? Let me shoot back up? Let me take the shortcut back. Shooting the little guys. Punching down. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Honestly amazed at how long my microphone stand has lasted. Oh. Hyper mode failure? You can just do that? No. Get destroyed. I don't know why I didn't immediately think of the X-ray visor to begin with. I don't know what's wrong with me. Oh. I saw that it was already moving, and I just thought that, okay. Alright, you got it. Give me the last of the energy cells that I need in order to progress. Give me my progression. Oh. I would like, perhaps, to play Earth Defense Force. Well, there are a whole bunch of other games that I wish to play. There's so many games to play, and now I have pretty much all the time in the world to play them. At the same time, I don't want to stream them all the time, because I need, it's like I've been like extra quiet today. I feel it. I've been extra quiet today. I don't like it. I need weird shit to talk about. My weird shit to talk about battery has been running low, because I've been consistently streaming pretty much every day this week. Crazy. Close to storage, paperworks. Sorry, power works. Ah. I could have in fact docked closer. Is there a power bomb upgrade? It would feel sacrilegious if there's not a power bomb upgrade. So I feel like they would have a power bomb upgrade. They even have like the ledge grab, right? I'm pretty sure that they were about to turn the ledge grab animation into a power up, because the ledge grab power up was something that was a power up in the 2D Game Boy games. Like Zero Mission, you needed the ledge grab from like some like late game boss actually. Are there any asymmetrical games? Asymmetrical multiplayer games. Oh, they actually... Google kind of understood what it meant whenever I said asymmetrical. Okay, so asymmetrical like Dead by Daylight or Evolve, right? Where there's not always equally the same exact sort of resources for both sides on a team. So for instance, Evolve, it is 4 players against another player. 4 players against 1 player, but the 1 player is a giant monster and 4 players are 4 players are hunters trying to fight the monster guy. And I was a big fan of Evolved. And then it died. I was in the open beta. Sorry, no, the closed beta, actually. I was in the closed beta for Evolve. And before I could actually buy my own copy, the game went under. So that was big unfortunate. But is what it is. I'm going to go up this time around. I'm going to go up and know that I can simply jump across this time around. Destroy the little Metroid babies. The teeny tiny babies. No! I'm an idiot. Oh, I think I know why it is that I didn't think of jumping across the last time. Because that gigantic blue wall of electricity was there. Come on. Thank you. Whoop. Whoop. Give me your energy. I am the Metroid now. Yeah. Also in Metroid Prime Federation Force, the charge beam does a ton of damage. So I am happy about that. That makes me happy. I like it whenever I shoot a projectile, and that projectile was very intentional, and it was requiring a lot of work to aim, and it is not like a spammable projectile. And then the projectile is good. I like that. That is a combination of things that I like. I like them all. They just have to all happen at the same time, and that's the hard part. When you've already been vented, there's already been a whole bunch of other things. There are already a whole bunch of hull breaches. How much more atmosphere does this place have? Same as sucking them dry. Wait. Wait. There we go. Okay. Just trying to figure out how to use the grapple beam again. It's been a day. Have to hold right click and then let go of left shift. Can you open any slower? Thank you. Bump, 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 bump. I knew that was coming. I knew that the Metroid hatcher was going to appear, because whenever I was last here, I opened up a guide, and it said that yes, all you need to do is throw a missile into the thing, just like you did before, but better. Do it better. No, do it better, streamer. And then immediately in the next sentence it said, yeah, a Metroid hatcher is going to pop up. It reminded me of whenever I looked up Ace Attorney, the little dog guy. I forget his name. I keep wanting to say Ein because of you know, Cowboy Bebop, but that is not his name. But I was trying to look up the dog's name, or trying to look up whenever the dog makes an appearance, or how much of an appearance the dog makes in the Ace Attorney games. because of Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And the answer is the dog is there for exactly like half of a case. But whenever I looked up the dog on the Wikipedia, I was immediately met with like the first sentence of spoilers. So don't look up Ace Attorney dog. Just don't look him up. Don't try and figure out whether or not he has more scenes in the game or not. He's just there for one time and that's it. Let me in. You know, the Metroids are finally starting to become like Ultimate Predator, or Ultimate Warrior, living up to that name. Now that they have the ability to phase through matter. It can swim through matter. It can swim through matter. It can breathe through space. No, wait. How's that song go? Pirate melee weapon. What are you? 78356? Huh. Okay.
Data log entry 246743. This will be the last communication of the GFS Valhalla. Our efforts to repel the space pirate boarding force have failed. They have successfully removed the primary mounting structure around our stasis tank. It is obvious now that they intend to extract us from the Valhalla.
Does the AU refer to itself as us?
It is vital that the Federation receive this transmission, severing main power. A large bioform is creating a wormhole, then plunge into
You are now an L core.
sentient planet, which is the source of all Phazon.
The sentient planet.
Darkness coming.
It's fucking cool. The idea of a sentient planet is really cool. The Unher incident. Okay. Planet Ether, home of Luminoth, was struck by a Phazon meteor 5 decades ago. The impact had catastrophic events on the already unstable planet, creating a dark twin of the planet and a dire race known as the Ing. A brutal war between the twin planets took place, with the Ing gaining the upper hand. The GFS tier went to the sector to investigate pirate activity, but were forced to make an emergency landing on Ether. Shortly after, the entire crew of Tyr was killed and annihilated by the Ing. Hunter Samus Aran was sent to investigate and wound up entangled in the local conflict. Aran fought against both space pirates and Ing and arose victorious. Ether's dark twin vanished, taking with it the Ing horde, and the planet's peace was finally restored. After the Ether incident, the Federation sent the GFS back to Ether to deal with the pirate base. Upon arrival, the crew and marines of the Anhur, God damn it, I have no idea how you're supposed to pronounce that. Anhur. In early Egyptian mythology, Anhur, also spelled Onuris, Enher, Anhuret, Hanher, Inhert, was a god of war who worshipped in the Egyptian area of Abydos, and particularly in Thinis. Alright, Anhur. Okay, you got it. And her as well. There we go. Upon arrival, the crew and marines of the Anhur assisted the native Luminoth in dismantling an abandoned space pirate mining facility. During the operation, the crew detected the presence of Phazon. The ship's crew investigated and collected several kilograms of ore, which would later lead to the development of the PED. So they bothered to explain where they got the starting ore for the PED stuff. Neat. And also a bit of a post Metroid Prime 2 story. Neat.
The data you just acquired appears to be a Space Pirate Leviathan command code.
Oh, thanks for that.
It is likely that this code could allow us to control the Leviathan in orbit above the pirate home world. Find a way onto the Leviathan and use that code.
Okay, well, getting onto the Leviathan is pretty easy, considering how I've already done it. Aw, it's squishy. It makes squishy flesh noises. Sick. Reminder that you have flesh. Hey! Oh, did you know? You have flesh. Anyways. I have one more energy cell, I think. There we go. Come on, emulator, please chug. Please work. Please keep on. Wait, I don't need to bother with stocking up on energy. Stocking up on energy is a very not really necessary thing to do. Especially considering how little damage everything deals to me. And with how quickly everything dies. Just I'm a bigger threat to myself with all the phase on than I am threatened by enemies. Unless one of them has a death spell on them. If they have an instant kill mechanic, then you just always worry. I'm not going to play the original Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles on stream. I will, however, probably play the DS game, not the 3DS game that I was talking about earlier. That's Final Fantasy Explorers. No, there's a DS Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles game that is actually really fucking good. Most of combat is you hitting a dude and then picking them up and then bashing them against the wall. Do I care? Do I care to go after this this item? I'm guessing the answer is yes. Mostly from curiosity's sake. See where this little hole goes. Also, very first time that I've seen a moving power-up. All right. Morph ball jump is so good. Praying and hoping that it works, or that Metroid Prime 4 has morph ball jump. Also, really hoping that I could play it on that Yuzu emulator. I need to get around to dumping my my Switch BIOS so I can get Yuzu emulator to work. I have all the stuff needed to do it. I just have not done it yet. You know, a really fun stream would be doing Brutal Legend, because I don't have any monetization whatsoever. So the only thing that they could do is just tell me to not do it again and just like ban me. But that would be a fun time. Is this where I'm going? No, it's not. I needed to go someplace else. Cannot skip the loading screen. No. Oh, how sad. Alexa, type exclamation point fish in chat. Jangle the keys. I got a can. To B. To A. Yeah, I'm gonna go over to landing site Bravo. Command center? They don't have names that line up. Big unfortunate. Big oof. Just occurred to me. I have time to play with my Legos now. I could build the rest of my my train. I'm somehow still incredibly very, very tired. But I think I could fix that by taking a walk every now and then. I already do. No. Yeah. Never mind. I already do that. I already go on walks. I take my dog with me down deserted rural roads. It's actually kind of sad to walk across a lot of the deserted rural road areas, because like I kind of get like the same sort of plight that Japan is having, where just like all the countryside is dying out because people are moving into cities and stuff. But at the same time, like Can this rural area just die faster, please? Just put it out of its fucking misery. I would like to have access to city stuff, but then I don't know, I would also really like to have access to decently designed cities in the United States rather than designed for cars. That's also a huge ask. All right, time to go to a sentient planet that's out to reproduce. It's throwing its seeds non-consensually onto other unsuspecting virgin planets. It's saying splooge, splooge, splooge.
Samus, we have gained control of the Leviathan. Now we'll be able to open a wormhole and warp to Phase. It's time to end
Phase.
it. Once you rendezvous with the fleet, we'll head straight into the belly of the beast.
Uh-huh.
I look forward to fighting alongside you again, Samus. Godspeed.
Again? Ah. You got it. I suppose he means fight alongside you again, as in he's also including the time where I escorted 12 of his troopers. Flawless, perfect execution of that mission, by the way. Perfect escort mission. I saw that pop up. Don't you dare. Oh yeah, Back for Blood has the oh my gosh, Alien versus Predator. Alien versus Predator. That was a really good game. Or at least I remember it on the Xbox. I played like one game of it and was like, oh, that's fucking sick. And then I couldn't play anymore because...
Take heed, Samus. Once you please be sure to...
Alright. Point of no return is taking the flight to the fleet. Got it. I need to see if there's an Aliens versus Predator game. Is it on Steam? Yo, let's fucking go. For 15 bucks? 24 for the full pack? Damn. And people are apparently still playing it. There's a recommendation from February 19th, a recommendation from February 29th, today. I remember there's a really good Aliens versus Predator, or some sort of Aliens game, where it gives you the ability to play as the Xenomorph. And it was very, very good. Whenever you played as the alien, you could go along any surface, and it felt kind of a bit like The Darkness, which was another really old Xbox 360 shooter series. Well, by series I mean just two games. There was only Darkness and Darkness 2, but Whenever you crawled along any surface, you would invert your camera and you could give yourself a lot of motion sickness. It was pretty good. They captured the alien movement really, really well. Natural Selection 2. Released in 2012, Natural Selection 2 has a small but active competitive multiplayer base. There are still servers running, and the developers even stop by every now and then. There have been over 350 updates and counting. It's a classic asymmetrical multiplayer considered by its dedicated player base to be one of the best asymmetrical shooters ever made. Two teams, one comprised of aliens, the other of humans. There is a great variety of as well. Cool mix for the humans. Mechanics also go way beyond the other, with complex mix of RTS and FPS gameplay. There's a commander with a map overview and units controlled by real players that move around the map. Ooh. Stop reading. It's time to watch. It's time to watch the movie. Shush.
Sir, Samus's ship has joined the fleet. Thank you, Ensign. Leviathan command. You are clear to fire the portal beam. Once the wormhole is open, order all ships to enter. Affirmative, Admiral. Message to all ships. Prepare for entry. Maintain battle formation timeless.
It really is, like, kind of incredible how similar Mass Effect and Metroid Prime 3 are. What came out in like 2003, 2004 that influenced both those games at the same time? Ew. I'm in. Blah, blah. Greek myth is seen as the birth of science fiction. Interesting. All right, we're on the vibrant tentacle land, full of Phazon. Nobody could have ever seen this coming. All right, I got that quick time event. Should I be concerned? Due to critical levels of internal Phazon corruption, the emergency vent override has been triggered by the PED suit. All acquired energy tanks have been vented to temporarily prevent total corruption. Hyper mode weapons no longer require the extinguishing of an energy tank to use. You are now permanently in hyper mode. Unfortunately, this vent override can no longer be used. Damage, as well as exposure to Phase's atmosphere, will continue to raise your Phazon level. Your Phazon level is shown as a yellow bar at the top of the HUD. If your Phazon level fills completely, you will die. Alright, cool. Metroid Prime 3 Poison Swamp Edition. Let's go. Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree was announced. It's time to play Metroid Prime 3. And go ballistic mode. But I guess that means that all the enemies here are all the enemies here are now balanced around always having hyper mode on. So enemies might take a significant amount of damage or a significant amount of time to kill. This place kind of screwy. I like it. I love how weird this place looks. You know. So did the game say that I needed to shoot more in order to prevent the accumulation of my yellow bar? Because it's venting? Or is it the opposite? Am I causing the yellow bar to engage more due to continuously shooting phase on? I don't know what that little red sucker was, but it was red, and that means it's dead. Somehow the little goo brain crabs are more resilient than the normal Metroids. Bonk. Oh, my screw attack is blue now. Interesting. I didn't know that I got a hyper screw attack. Well, I suppose I don't really need a power bomb whenever I have a hyper mode. Hyper mode morph ball. I think most of the time whenever I used my power bomb in the 2D games, it was to reveal secrets on the map. So every time that I put down a power bomb, I would put on my best Alan Rickman impression, go, "Show me your secrets." Even though, yeah, okay. Alan Rickman did in fact say that in one of the Harry Potter movies. It's just it was whenever Rupin said, "I am up to no good," that it was revealed on the Marauders map. I don't know if the building up of the yellow is a good thing or a bad thing. I'm thinking it's a bad thing. Getting more yellow, bad. Which contains 100 of juvenile... Oh. Thanks, Metroid. Hello, Metroid. It's nice to see you. There we go. No aim required. Wasn't even sure if it was a thing like what's the whack-a-mole? That's the name of the game. Damn, really has been a while since I've been to an arcade. I feel like whack-a-mole is kind of a staple. Okay, I have a feeling that the missiles do not have any sort of splash damage on them, and also that perhaps the missiles are damn near unusable. Ah, I can drain off my yellow by obliterating them. I like how I can't really tell if those are teeth or fingers. Like I said, the retro team was cooking whenever they made these weird phase-on creature designs. I love them. I love every single one of these weird alien creature designs. They're actually properly alien. And they're gross. And they're cool. I love them. I love it a lot. I love this planet. This entire sequence is just really, really cool. Why is it blue? Serpentine organ serves as a Leviathan womb. Tissue on the sides looks like it could be torn off. Oh, we're about to forcibly start its menopause, or forcibly start its period. I may have gotten multiple M words mixed up. My bad. I apologize. There we go. Ripping apart its uterus. Okay, no. All right. I cannot, in fact, go in. Shoot his little uterus bug. I love how I can say that. And it makes sense. Shoot the little uterus bug. Imagine needing an entire other organism crawling around inside of your body in order to reproduce. That feels screwed up. That feels like an absolutely messed up take, or a really, really freaky creature. I love it. Phase on anything from below, strong explosion could damage it. Oh. Sides of the organ have been ripped off. The Leviathan infant within is now vulnerable. So I just gotta... Owie. There you are. Little bugger. Am I actually doing damage to the little Leviathan baby? Okay. The answer is yes. Committing embryonic atrocities, I suppose. Oh, we're crunchy. And of course there's going to be Dark Samus that pops out of that vent. And then she's going to point at us and say, "We're not so different, you and I." Morphology, Dark Samus. Phazon energy based entity. Disrupted by hypermode attacks. Composed of pure Phazon energy and is highly unstable. Scans indicate that hypermode attacks are capable of disrupting her, likely a result of hypermode being energized by Samus' body. Dark Samus is capable of generating echoes of herself to aid her in battle. These units will be used as increased firepower and act as distractions while she replenishes her energy. They should be destroyed immediately. She is capable of absorbing energy from phase to replenish her own. Bro, she is shadow skating towards me. Oh, this is what they meant by can create echoes of herself, right? About to start seeing duplicates or whatever. Or no, she's gonna like Frieza level 3 me. I think it's Frieza's level 3 at least. I don't know. Dragon Ball FighterZ got rollback. That's right. Granted, it's only rollback in the 1v1 and not like in the 6v6 or the. Sorry, not the 6v6, but not in the 3v3 or the 3v1 raid boss fights. But FighterZ has rollback. It finally has rollback for the main game. Praise be. So now that I'm thinking about it, I should probably get on with learning Pit. Also, now that I've thought about it, I want to look up what Frieza's like supers are. I want to know what his I don't know which one it was that was the like the dive bomb attack. Because that was the one that I was referencing. I got full body tackled by Dark Samus. Now it's time for phase 2, phase 1. We hit 2 different phases in phase 1. Phase 2, sub phase 1. And we're fighting Mother Brain, the planet. Let me scan it. Becky, let me scan. 313, hatch on its head protects core. Damage core to sever cables. Aurora 313 has somehow been fused with the bioessence of Dark Samus. While combat shields protect most of the unit, a weak spot has been detected at the cable junction. Damaging the unit's core will expose this point, but the core itself is protected by an armored hatch. Tentacle ports can be damaged to initiate stunning. Cerebral feedback pulses within the target. While incapacitated, the hatch will be unprotected and unable to be pulled open. This unit has been heavily mutated by phazon exposure. It appears to be symbiotically connected to the planet Phase as well. Owie. Alright, so we shoot the things that come out the ports, and then we shoot the glowy ports in order to pull this off and then shoot it. You know, maybe they didn't have the entire planet based around having permanent hyper mode. Maybe they didn't have this last part of the game based on that. I definitely feel as if I've been doing pretty big damage, regardless of being permanently in hyper mode or not. Ow. Let me in. Let me pull it off. There we go. All right, show me what you got, part 3. Yeah, show me more turrets. I have a feeling that they were meaning to have those turrets as a bad option, because as soon as you hit the turret, the brain swings back and forth, and that's supposed to be really hard to hit with you know, a controller. But I have a mouse and keyboard. I can actually aim. Oh. Now I see. That actually has a the location where that is at actually has a name. The base of the skull. Things like the Atlas Mound, because there's a spine bone that connects to that part, and it is what holds up the entire rest of your skull. So I think they call it the Atlas. All right, phase 2, sub-phase 2 completed. Moving on to phase 3, sub-phase 1. And then an escape sequence, right? You know, she almost looked like she had the light suit on for a moment. I have no more Phazon. Unfortunate. I could have used that. I'll miss my my Phazon cancer baby.
Sir, we have confirmed unstable energy spikes in multiple locations on the planet. It's a chain reaction. It's accelerating.
The planet's going to explode. Order the fleet to disengage and prepare to retreat. Activate the Leviathan's warp field. Get us out of here.
What happens to the Leviathan, considering how it also runs on Phazon? It seems as if, you know, all the Phazon from this planet is being torn asunder. Does Leviathan also just disintegrate, or is it allowed to continue for story purposes? Okay, no, it just gets nuked. All right.
Damage reports coming in. We've lost 37% of the fleet. Half of the surviving ships are reporting heavy casualties.
Sir, we've confirmed the wormhole has disappeared. All the Leviathans are gone. The crisis is over.
What about Samus?
Negative, sir. No contact.
What about Samus? You just lost 30% of your fleet. Bro, that's a total loss. That's a rout. My guy, you got destroyed. What about Samus? She's okay. Pay her.
Sir, we're receiving a transmission from Samus's ship.
Mission complete. And then I didn't really play the game well enough to get anything more than just the no helmet ending, right? My husband. She thinks about him too. I knew that we were the same. Oh, and this guy's mech. Yeah. I also dream of his mech as well. I just like look off into the sunset. We really are the same, Samus and I. Purple girl? Nah. Nah, we've stopped being the same. Never mind, we're not the same. I'm just thinking about my husband and my mech. Which, I don't know, Helldivers 2 getting mechs. Pretty cool. Hope they're not going to be overpowered. But I don't know, who knows. It would be nice to take back Malevelon Creek before the mechs drop. Alright, I did it. I did it. I beat the video game. Yay. Finished it within an hour and 40 minutes. Now I'm gonna sit here and wait for the credits to roll through. I had a good time with Metroid Prime 3. What was my favorite part about Metroid Prime 3? I think I really just liked how I didn't get lost. I think that was probably my favorite part. I think I just like the map design to the point that that the maps were designed in such a way that it was difficult to not know where it is that you were going.
With the death of the planet Phase, Samus Aran's arduous fight against Phazon has ended.
There's
However,
voiceover.
In the vast regions of space, this victory is just a twinkle of a star, spreading the light of hope through the darkness.
Huh. I was not expecting voiceover. I turned up the volume so we could hear it a little bit better. I do feel like Metroid Prime 3 was probably a lot shorter than Metroid Prime 1 and 2, mostly in scope, because because a lot of the maps did feel kind of linear, they also felt a little bit smaller, a bit more contained, and you could probably get everything without any backtracking at all, or with as little backtracking as possible. So I'm not sure exactly what makes it feel smaller, really, or what makes it feel shorter, because I feel like I put in like as much time into playing Metroid Prime 3 as I would Metroid Prime 1 or 2. It just felt a lot shorter this time around. Probably because I didn't spend like 2 weeks on either of the games trying to play them 3 hours at a time, because that was all the time that I had in order to stream. It was pretty good. And I think I said it before on Twitter that Metroid Prime 3 might be my other favorite. It might be a contender for my favorite of the trilogy. I think I like Metroid Prime 3 because of its atmosphere and because of how cool it looks and how like actually good it is. And I like Metroid Prime 3 for a lot of the refined gameplay stuff. It's good. Like Metroid Prime 3 is just genuinely very good Metroid in a 3D way. Granted, I am using mouse and keyboard. That might have something to do with it. Percentage complete 78, total time 9 hours. Hyper mode difficulty unlocked. Well, I'll leave that be. Choosing save. Now we'll finish this game of Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. When you select your save again, you will start a new game. Do you want to save? Yeah, sure, why not? And that's it. That's Metroid Prime 3. I did it. What do I do now? Now that I've completed Metroid Prime 3. Now that I've completed Metroid Prime 3, I have now played Metroid Prime 1, 2, and 3 all on the Prime Hack mod. So that's been a good experience. Metroid Prime 1. I also really like Metroid Prime 1 with all the I was really marveled by how many differences there were in playing Metroid Prime with a mouse and keyboard as opposed to Metroid Prime 3. So that might also influence how it is I feel about playing Metroid Prime. But also Metroid Prime 1 with rocket jumping just is my favorite way to play any of the Metroid Prime games. That Metroid Prime plus rocket jumping is the best Metroid Prime. But without the rocket jumping, it becomes like a toss-up between do I like Metroid Prime 3 or do I like Metroid Prime 1 the most. But I think I will stop the stream there, as I have finished the video game and I don't really have many other things planned. I did not think that I was like right at the very end of the stream. I did not think that I was right at the very end of the game. So that's it. Thanks for coming in.